Hello, everyone, for OneWrestling.com, down here in Apter's Alley. This is Bill Apter, the man who takes care of the alley here, and all the memorabilia, all the great old stuff and new stuff. And one of my favorite pieces of memorabilia was given to me several years ago by a guy named Wiseguy Jimmy Cicero, and it's that shirt, Help Wiseguy Body Slam Autism. And anyone who knows anything about me knows that I also work as an employment specialist for a company called AHED, AHEDD, where we assist people with disabilities in finding employment. And that guy, Matt Bowman, Jimmy Cicero, Wiseguy Jimmy Cicero, isn't really a wise guy because he's very dedicated to the cause of autism. One day he's going to come back down here and he's going to discuss a little bit more about that. But today...
No time like the present, wonderful Willie.
Wow! How did you get down to Apter's? I left the door open, didn't I?
I'm very sneaky.
You never know who's going to show up. I like your hat. Would you mind showing that to
absolutely. OneWrestling.com.
Wow.
How about that, huh?
I really like that hat very much. So we're talking about body slamming autism, and you're here in the Philadelphia area for a few days this week.
Correct.
To talk about this with various people and also the Anti-Bullying Campaign, correct?
Right. Yeah, we're not only... That's a campaign that I've been heading up for 5 years now, as far as body slamming autism, raising awareness for autism awareness. And then we're also doing something that I started recently, which is called Wiseguy Warriors. And what that is we're trying to raise awareness for anti-bullying. We're trying to take a stand against bullying and continue to reiterate to the masses out there, to the fans, bullying is not cool. Bullying is not tough, and it can have some real serious ramifications. Some serious things. So if we can do our part and use the platform as a professional wrestler to raise awareness for this, then that's what we're going to do.
Where can people find out more about both these causes?
The best place to go would be just on Facebook. You can look me up. My real name is Matt Bowman.
It's not really Wiseguy Jimmy Cicero?
Well, I think a long time ago I thought that Wiseguy Jimmy Cicero from the streets of New York City sounded a little bit more marketable than Matt Bowman from the mean streets of Manassas.
Name, isn't it?
But yeah, Wiseguy Jimmy Cicero, Matt Bowman, and you can look up Wiseguy Warriors as well. And that's a fan page that we started.
Really?
Yep, a group page on Facebook. So by all means, like our page. And I welcome any input and any friend requests.
All right. Now, one of the reasons that I asked him that when he was in the neighborhood of Apter's Alley again to come down here is because I met his oldest son, Michael, several years ago, and an amazing metamorphosis has overcome this young man now, where he has decided, well, maybe with the blessings of his father, to become a pro wrestler.
Right. And he's going to be going under the moniker of Gentleman Jack Cicero.
Oh, very cool.
Yep. He taking the surname of his grandfather, and he has been working tirelessly in the gym and in the ring, and I'm excited. I'm nervous as well.
So you're training him?
I am training him,
wow.
Yes. Yeah.
And you were trained by Ivan Koloff. So you're going from a Koloff to a Cicero to a Cicero.
Correct.
So
Correct. And it's been a long time since I trained Christian York. I trained Joey Mercury. And it's been...
I remember that.
Yeah, and it's been a long time since I've been in that role. So now at age 46, I'm having to pull all my old tricks out, and I'm showing Jack Cicero how to get in there, how to wrestle, how to all the tricks of the trade. I don't want to get too deep into that, but he's doing terrific. He's got his debut match coming up here in another week and a half, and I couldn't be more proud.
That a week and a half, depending upon when you're watching this, of course. But one of the things that I did want to mention is that he was going to bring his son here tonight, and then he decided that it's more important for him to be in the gym tonight, training, which is
Correct.
you really know how to discipline his mind and body to get into this business.
It's priorities, and we're gonna, in this day and age, we have to absolutely make sure we get his name out and make sure that he understands how to network and meet people. But above all else, he's got to make sure that he continues to put the time in the gym, he puts the time in the ring, and builds himself up to be able to take the rigors of professional wrestling.
Aside from his father, who was he the biggest wrestling fan of?
Easily my old tag team partner, Steve Corino.
Is that right?
Yeah. He studies...
this is coincidence. This is strictly coincidence, because I had Steve's mother on Apter's Alley face to face here.
Mama C. We all love her.
Check this. There's an original Steve Corino.
That's terrific.
Here.
That's
King
terrific.
Of old school.
Steve, I learned so much from teaming with Steve way back in the 90s. Steve has a natural gift. He's got the it factor.
Yeah, he does.
And he when Michael, Jack Cicero, when he was telling me that he was studying film. And he said, Dad, I just can't get enough of watching Steve Corino and watching how he, how he orchestrates a match and how entertaining he is, and nothing that I couldn't have told him myself, but it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat that my old tag team partner is his main source for video footage and training right now.
I like that. So tell everybody right out there, out at the camera, and tell everybody where they will be able to see Gentleman Jack and you. Upcoming dates.
We're going to be January the 17th in West Newton, Pennsylvania for RWA, which is Renegade Wrestling Alliance. I'll be wrestling against the Commonwealth champion Patrick Hayes, who's a terrific athlete and a real good champion. Gentleman Jack will be taking on the Mofo Mark Bravara in his debut match. The Memphis Mofo. He's a Tennessee trained athlete and a good one. A week later, we'll be in Harper's Ferry.
Wait, excuse me. If he's from Tennessee, you got to be careful, because they're all trained in the old Tennessee hand chain.
Oh, be careful. When he can pull that out, and you just don't know. That's exactly right. We'll be in Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, a week later, and we'll be teaming on that. It'll be the Ciceros. We'll be teaming up against, in a four-way dance against a team, I want to say Sudden Impact, the Fantastic Ones, and Logan, LaRue, and I want to say Alexander James. Okay, and it'll be a four-way.
You did say it.
Yeah, I did, yes. It'll be a four-way dance for the number one contenders there in Harper's Ferry. That'll be exciting for us.
What building is that? What venue?
That is the KOA campground there in Harper's Ferry. And then 2 weeks later, we'll be up in Allentown for WXW.
Yes, I was a former commissioner at WXW.
Yeah, for the Great Samu.
Great group of people.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the Samoans, their legacy speaks for itself in the wrestling world. So
where will that be, Matt?
Where?
That particular WXW show.
Yeah, that's going to be in Allentown. You have to go to the website to
WXW. Just go to Google and
WXWC4, and they'll have the address for that. I believe it's Cupid's Triangle is the name of the event.
Well, make sure you put C4 in there also. Otherwise, you might get WXW from Europe, which is also a great company as well.
Right. But this is run by the Samoans, and it's the reputation and the tradition of WXWC4 speaks for itself. So we couldn't be more excited about making our debut on a TV taping up there for that group as well. So we got a lot of exciting things coming down the pike.
Yeah.
And
we look forward to it, and to seeing your son in action.
Absolutely.
And for all you fans out there who are always moaning about my comb over.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it.
Really.
Yeah.
So you don't mind if I just hold up your one wrestling hat?
Absolutely.
There? But you can see now I finally have a little bit more hair than someone else.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I tried to. I was in denial there for a few years, and then I finally just had to take it off. So,
Denial, isn't that in Egypt?
I think it is. Yeah. Okay.
Terrible jokes here.
Horrible. Now you see what I got to put up with?
Yeah, really. We're so glad you dropped by Apter's Alley. Thank you once again, and as you know, as we always say, for Bill Apter and the Wiseguy Jimmy Cicero, and for on behalf of
Gentleman Jack Cicero,
Jack Cicero, we'll see you
at the matches.
Yeah.